the expansion of our.
You don't know, like shit. Like, man, you ain't teach us in the last 2 weeks. Get out the.
Well, you was that kid.
I had to teach this whole last chapter. What are you talking about?
Oh,
everybody asking you.
Let me ask you something, Dan. You pay my check, huh? You pay my check today?
I should.
That's what you should do. Well, I tell you what you should do. Get your ass out here to Mr. Goober.
Man.
Go to Mr. Goober.
Me and a few teachers had like legit beefs. Like we didn't fuck with each other at all.
And it's really because you're getting tired of tutoring people in class.
For real, no. Most of the time it was that. It was just.
Dan said, "I'm fed up. If another little mofo asks me what the answer is."
I'm like, man, I gotta teach these dudes math. I had to start teaching them how to drug deal properly.
Hey man, let me handle it like that, man. You see, she can.
Like, what are you? Why is it even in your?
Daniel, what y'all doing? What y'all over there doing?
Right.
What y'all over there doing? Daniel, come up here. Come up here. Now this is what I'm talking about, class. This is the example of the bullshit. Oops, I said that. This is an example of the BS.
Daniel had 92s. He had enough for 100, but they knocked him down to a 92.
No, that was
they knocked him down because they ain't like his attitude.
Teachers and my mom used to be from public.
Yeah, what is it? What is it? Citizenship?
Right.
He had threes in citizenship.
There was this one parent met like in fifth grade, I think, where like my science teacher like called in my mom. Then like she was talking about he just gets out of the seat when he wants to. He just starts walking around, and it's like I can't control him. And it's like somebody needs to stop him. And then like my mom was like, yeah, but why do you let him like get up from the seat? She was like, yeah, because he does help the rest of the kids.
I don't let him do shit, but he does it on his own. And I said, since you up, you might as well help Jeffrey. Jeffrey getting the F in here anyway. You might as well help him.
Nah, he knew he had that freedom.
Well, that's the cost of it then. So it's like you
she pretty much had you with child labor, nigga. You was a teacher aide and shit.
Yeah, you was a teacher aide.
I don't like to teach.
I never forget. It had to be
it makes sense.
I never forget. It had to be like the third grade. It was this little small boy named Gregory. He used to always act a fool. And I remember this lady. Her name was Miss Johnson. She used to wear orthopedic shoes, and she used to let praying mantis climb up and down her arms. And he used to act a fool in her class. Miss Johnson called his mom, and she had it on speakerphone. She said that this is the beginning stages of speakerphone. She said, "I will be up there," and she was there to the school less than 10 minutes because he was acting a nut, and she took it because this is like a little bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
She took his ass to the bathroom and changed his life. He came back in the classroom.
Oh yeah, man, those were the worst.
Man,
my third and fourth grade classes, 2 years in a row, made 2 teachers retire. 2 years in a row.
Great. So
you were in the bad class.
Yeah.
No, we was bad. We was bad as fuck, bro.
Why did they keep that same class in for
they should have broke that class up.
Yeah, they should have broke that class up.
You know they don't do stuff like that no more, man. You typically get the same people you be in the classroom with.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? That's what they do now. They doing that with my son.
It was a smaller school at the time because
they broke up my class each year. Like I had to have a new best friend every year.
Man, funny. That's crazy, man. Just reminiscing is crazy, you know. But 50 years is a reminisce. 50 years for the Bucks, man. This is where we at today. This is Mask Off, episode 66, Bucket. And this is dedicated to the champs. We doing it big today. Shout out to Milwaukee Bucks. They did it big. We kind of keeping up with the current events, but this episode And we're just gonna start off like we normally start off. And I'm gonna give it to my homie, my ace, on time, ready for the BS. Once again, what's your name, baby? Talk to him.
What up, though? It's your boy Jake, episode 66 bucket. Let's get it. Talk that shit.
Yes. I guess if we talk about childhood ass whoopers, it get you hyped.
Right.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Right next to him is the young boy, the baby of the bunch. Shout out to my young boy Malachi. What it do? Talk to the people.
What's the word, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Chilling in the cut. Feeling good. You feel me? So let's get it cracking. Bucket.
Last but not least, man, it's the man with the plan, always down to lend a magical hand. Mask off then, what it do?
What's good, y'all? This is Mask Off 66, Route 66. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mask off then. Ooh, somebody has a reverb, and I am Big Tone. What it do? As I said before, you heard me say it. This is Mask Off, episode 66, Bucket, and we are paying homage to the Milwaukee Bucks this segment. We also talk about things that correlate to that. One of the most powerful things you can do while you're watching the show is tune into our motivational minute. We're going to give it to the young bull, and you're going to get it cracking. Let's go.
What it do, y'all? Today's motivational minute is along the lines of these championship Bucks having a championship pedigree. Now, of course, with all these motivational minutes, I'm talking to you all, and I'm also talking to myself. So when you going through life and you have your purpose and you have your responsibilities, you want to have a championship mindset. And what does that mean? A winner's mindset. A winner wins no matter the situation, no matter the odds, no matter the circumstance. They find a way to get it done. They don't take no for an answer, and they keep pressing forward. And so you want to add this mentality to your mind so you can win in life, you know. And they take each battle they have and they give it all they have on both ends of the court as a basketball player, but just all areas of your life. You want to have that championship pedigree because you are a winner. So let's win.
Jake, tell me what my young boy doing, man.
Infinite Jewels, as usual, dropped.
Salute.
No doubt, man. And
Damn.
What is he doing with the jewels? He dropped it.
I said dropped at the end.
He did.
dropped.
He said dropped.
He dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Tony, you're all right. You
Right.
lying over there?
Right.
That's good.
Getting emotional about this one.
The infinite jewel touched my spirit, man.
Salute, man.
Touched my soul, man.
Let it resonate, man. Let it resonate, brother. Yep.
It's okay. Yeah, man.
It is.
That was the jewel. I mean, you got to constantly live your life that way. You got to live the way you live the way you want to see the results from, right?
Yes.
You definitely do.
That's good, Dan.
You definitely do, and that's a powerful statement to make. Live what you plan to see the end results out to be.
Yeah, that was a jewel itself, Dan.
Yes, that was powerful, man.
That was.
You know, because we come up in an age where everybody's trying to be like everybody except themselves. And the biggest struggle nowadays is authenticity. Authenticity. You know what I'm saying? You see that with TikToks.
Yeah.
You see that with everything. Everything is a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by challenge is social media got you doing the poke your face out challenge. They got you doing the ALC challenge where you splash water all over your body. You know what I'm saying? Ice. You know what I'm saying? So you know what it feel like to have a fucking sickness that you don't want to really have, but you want to feel compassion for somebody. I wonder, 20 years from now, will we be doing the COVID challenge? You know what I mean? What's that going to feel like? But regardless of what challenge you make, you want to always be authentic in what you're doing, man. So, yeah, those are definitely infinite jewels. And why he's spitting that, man, anybody else got anything to say about that? Jay, do you?
Yeah, man. Also, like, just having a winning mindset, and also, like, even like when you're like when you go over something and maybe you take a L or something, you still have that mindset and find a win within that L. You feel me?
Yeah,
I
that's
did
good.
that. I did
That's
that,
good.
man. So before we
That's
go further, man,
very
I
necessary.
just want to tap to these comments. We got something popping.
I didn't see nothing yet.
Ain't nothing popping.
Okay.
All right. Well, if we don't got nothing, we're gonna keep it moving.
There might be a few on Facebook. We got Tom Schultz saying Graham in the okay. What? so Tom Schultz is saying Graham in the house, and he's also saying Tom in the house. You know, this is why I don't read the comments, because I judge them while I read.
It seems like they having a whole thing going on, bro.
Apparently,
We got he said I'm gonna try to exercise some chilling in these comments tonight. I've been on 10 too much lately. That's what Tom said. No, Tom, we like you on 10, bro. I know I do. And then Graham said we want the authentic Tom. Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Oh wow. I kind of think we got rid of
championship form, Tom.
I
Right.
think we kind of got rid of our troll we had.
I don't think so. It's a matter of time. Jennifer Horn also said pop pop.
I don't know what that meant, but what's up, Jennifer?
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Yeah. And then Tom said, okay, exclamation point, Tom on 10. Let's get it. Hashtag Tom on 10. Hey. Game time. And this
Game
is
time.
the perfect game time episode. So yeah, we need you on 10, Tom.
Need you on 10. Shout out. And we giving mad shout outs to everybody today, man. But we gonna go straight into the group discussion. If we got no more comments, we got no more.
Nope.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, the Milwaukee Bucks are now the champions of the NBA. And I really was kind of skeptical about supporting the NBA and the NFL because of, their take on white supremacy. But I just want to talk about persevering in the journey that Giannis went through and the Bucks went through trying to get this chip. Malachi, you want to talk a little bit about their journey?
Yes, sir. Yep. So the Milwaukee Bucks, starting out in these playoffs, everybody really kind of had a vibe that they really weren't sincere. I'm in a couple groups with a couple guys. We talk basketball, and that was the kind of the feeling early on that the Bucks weren't sincere. The Bucks weren't serious. That Miami in the first round was going, kind of handle them. But then once they swept Miami in the first round this year, and I was shocked, and that's when I knew they were a different squad. Because with the addition of Drew Holiday over the offseason, they made trades to get him on the team to build a championship team around Giannis. And when they got into the playoffs and they swept the Heat in the first round, I was like, oh boy, here we go. These Bucks are different, Then the second round they played Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was the favorites to win when the season started, when the playoffs started. That's because they were healthy when the playoffs started. But actually in that series, Kyrie had an injury and so did James Harden. So it was just KD, basically KD versus the Bucks. And the Bucks were already a more complete team, in my opinion. And the Brooklyn Nets are kind of top heavy. So I saw that series actually go in Milwaukee in 7. And then it started playing out, and you saw like, oh man, these guys are really going to get past. Then they get to Atlanta. And a funny story about Atlanta is the team that originally wanted to draft him back in 2013. But I'll get to that a little later. So they played Atlanta. Giannis actually got hurt the last 2 games that Milwaukee and Atlanta played. He hyperextended his knee. It was out for the last 2 games, but the Bucks end up, getting those 2 wins without Giannis to close the series out. And that's when I kind of knew that they were the real deal and that the Suns would have a little bit of trouble with them. Once they won them 2 games without Giannis and the game that the rest of the team had, I was like, oh boy, you know what I'm saying? So then they get to the finals with the Suns. They come down from 0-2. Once the Phoenix Suns won those 2 games, I already wrote it off. I was like, oh yeah, this is over. they might get 2 games at the most, but it's going to be Suns in 6. They end up going after being down 0-2 in the finals. They ran off 4 straight wins, and that was the first time Phoenix won. That's the first time Phoenix lost 4 straight wins. I mean, 4 straight games in this season. Period. So that was just incredible within itself. And Giannis, the game that Giannis played, throughout that series, I think he averaged about like 30, 32 or something like that throughout that series. Historical numbers. So it's been great to see him do this, had this type of run, and get that championship. So yeah.
I want to talk about how Giannis, man, and first of all, that was an excellent playoff breakdown too, bro. You really took me on a journey to want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, man, I want to talk more about Giannis in particular, because I called it within my circle of friends that I know that we talk sports. I said, this guy's going to be something special. And because anytime that you running down the court and you take 2 steps and you at the rim, this guy's going to be something special, man.
Yeah.
He's literally with the right team, because he's like a damn deer.
Right.
I never really knew how to pronounce his name at first until everybody started saying it. But I'm like, what I like about this guy is the fact that he hasn't even began to fully tap into his full potential, man. He's like,
not in his prime.
What'd you say?
He's not in his prime yet.
He's not in his prime yet.
He's not in his prime. He's still playing down low. You know what I mean? What's that man? Ooh-wee. If that man get a mid shot and a mid jumper and and a
3-point.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's really gonna be nasty. Like if he get a 2-dribble pull up in the paint, oh my god, you just go home every night. Yeah, that'd be nasty.
Yeah,
and then if he could pull his 3-point percentage up a little bit, man.
Yeah, but that dude, he doing pirouettes down and down on the low block. He's spinning and he dunking on you. He like twisting his body and going all up around you.
Yeah.
He did that on 4 people down low.
Man.
I was like, damn, that remind me of myself. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, man. Well, not yet. but that's what makes him like. That's what makes him like fascinating to watch, because it's he has these clear flaws, but he just like, it's like through sheer force of will, he's gonna get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's like looking back at it for like the last 2 or 3 years now, it's like he had to go through the hardest road possible to win this one. So 2 years ago, I think they were up 2-0 to the Raptors, and they lost 4 straight.
In the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. Kawhi locked them down. They built the wall, which is a big theme for like the next few years here.
Mm-hmm.
They built the wall, locked them down, sent him home in tears.
Yeah.
What do you say? They built the wall. They built the wall, and the wall. I was like, bring it on. I will break your wall. Yeah,
he finally broke the wall, but it took a while then, because that next year he played the Heat, and you're just thinking, all right, this is the Bucks. I mean, he just won like a bunch of awards again, and the Heat weren't supposed to be good. Like the Heat,
they was not supposed to make the finals that year.
They built the wall blocked them, and we just thought that that the Bucks can't get past this. And this year, you start to look at like the teams that they had to play. They had to play the Heat again, which they just beat them. Then they had to play the Nets, who was a super team. And then they were supposed to play the Sixers, but the Sixers kind of choked there. So they played the Hawks, who were still tough there too. And like Trae Young is constantly talking in his head. And then like the fans are constantly counting on each free throw. Yeah. And he just had to just push through it all.
He pushed through all that. Like, and that's a good point.
he pushed through a whole knee injury too.
Right.
He had to get this the hardest way possible.
Yeah. And then too, it was the hardest way, but at the same time, because Trae Young had got injured in that Hawks series as well, and then also James Harden and Kyrie also got injured in their series. So it was the hardest, but at the same time, I mean, he's still any championship you win. I'm not taking away from that.
I sound like you are.
I'm just saying,
you are.
I mean, but you could say the same thing on the other end with the Suns, because the Suns pretty much had an easier path. They had Anthony Davis injured in the first round. The second round, they had Jamal Murray, which is a 1 or 2 player. Well, number 2 because Jokic won the MVP. Then they on the end, Kawhi got injured on the last few games,
and they barely skated with that game.
Right. So the Suns had an easy run too. I mean, if you take the whole NBA playoffs and you took the injuries completely out, it would have shaped out totally different. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion anyway. I mean, because I don't know if Milwaukee could beat a healthy Brooklyn team in 7 games square up with James Harden and Kyrie.
Oh shit! Oh my bad. I agree with you. I feel like, can Drew Bledsoe really lock down what's the name?
Drew Holiday.
Not Drew Bledsoe, but Drew Holiday. Can he really lock down a Kyrie consistently? I don't know.
I mean, Drew Holiday is definitely a solid defender. He definitely did some things to Chris Paul on the defensive end, in those last few games. And I think he's also a NBA all defensive selection as well. So yeah, he's definitely a reputable defender, but Kyrie is a reputable handles. You feel me? So it would have been an interesting, and I think that's gonna be next year's Eastern Conference Finals is Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I
don't think Milwaukee's gonna get back there.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think if they play anybody but Brooklyn, they'll get through. It depends on how the seedings match up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like this was their year to do it.
Okay.
And they did it this year.
I really think that the Bucks are going to take a leap next year.
I think so too. Because they won.
Yeah. Now they know that they
can
win, and they did win. And he's going to the whole team's going to play with like a whole swag to him.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's another thing about Giannis is like what's kind of taken for granted is his leadership as a player, and to be such a workhorse, to win 2 back-to-back MVPs but not be satisfied and to still push your team in that way. You can see the leadership. You can see how hard the example of how hard to work that he sets, and the players are following along. You know what I'm saying? And that last game, 50 points that last game. When you had his number 2 and 3 players, they didn't. I think Middleton had like 11 or 15, something like that, and then Drew Holiday had like not 15 or not even that, and Giannis had 50 to win. So, that type of leadership,
But see, you can't deny those 2 players too. Like when he went down, Middleton stepped up tremendously. That could have been over right then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Without Middleton stepping up those 2 games that he was down, I don't know, man. I really like Giannis, but Giannis don't really have a complete team. Like, who really wanted? And that was the thing too. They got like a team like the last Pistons team. You know what I'm saying? Like a lunch pail team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Workhorse team like that. Like you. But he's the maximum superstar though.
He is.
And I correlate that to what the Pistons don't have. Instead of having a flat out workhorse team, you need a big name. And I said that before. You need somebody like a Giannis to try to fill those gaps. And he got like those core people around him that could shoot the 3. Right. And that's what mattered. When he can't do it, he kicked it out. You know what I'm saying? So, you need people like that. And his grind, his come up, we talked about that. And we can expand a little bit more with some of these three slots that you got right now. His come up was tremendous, man.
Yeah.
Malachi?
Yeah, he was the first round, 15th pick of the first round in the 2013 draft. And Atlanta actually wanted to pick him. You're not supposed to like meet with players before, but on the Woj podcast, they had did a segment on Giannis. And they said that Atlanta met with Giannis, before the draft. and Giannis had told them like, well, I want to come with my brother because he's from Athens, Greece. That's where he was playing basketball overseas over there. And then he started getting buzz. You know, he was like, he started getting buzz, and these NBA, scouts were going over there to watch him play. And so that's when he started to get buzz, get his name out there, and get under the radar. And then 15th pick of the first round and 13th draft, like I said, and his growth as a man, he came into the league. He was I want to say like 6. He grew like 4 inches, 2 to 3 inches coming into the league, and then gained. He was like 190 something. Now he's like 240. Gained all that muscle. So, when you had somebody that's working that hard to be the best, he was named the most improved player before, 2-time MVP, NBA champion, and also Finals MVP, and also Defensive Player of the Year award. So he's one of 3 players: Michael Jordan, Elijah Wan. Yeah, Jordan, Elijah Wan, and Giannis.
Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon. His first name, it was slipping. They're the only 3 players with Defense of the Year, Finals MVP, and MVP. Only players with that. So that he's already in top tier company in the history books already. So
if you want to talk about company too, you can't forget the family company. All 3 of the brothers.
Yep.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the other one's names.
Cool.
Christopher Coppola.
Yeah.
And somebody else. You know what I mean?
2
all
other
three
guys.
of them got all 3 of them got rings, man.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
one got one with the Lakers
last year. Yeah.
Last year, and the other brother, what's his name?
I don't know.
Timanopolis.
Yeah, he on the name on the team with the Bucks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like signing your hype man. You know he ain't gonna play much, but long as he hype up the man, that's the man.
Energy.
He good.
Yeah. And this was a 50-year drought that the Bucks won. The first championship they had was with Kareem, and now with Giannis 50 years later. 50 years to the T. So it's like it was and Giannis dropped 50 to do it. So that's historical. That's historical. And he's only 26. That's the thing, like Jake said, he hadn't even hit his prime yet. He's only 26. So I'm excited to see where he goes,
I am too. I have a funny feeling that once LeBron say, you know what, I'm hanging it up, they're gonna shift to Giannis. Giannis gonna hold.
It depends on what happens this next year. Like LeBron has this 1 year to claim his throne still, but Giannis is right there.
I don't see Kawhi. I don't see Kyrie. I don't see who else? Kevin Durant taking it by the reins. Say this is my league now.
Yeah.
I think it's strictly going to be Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis league. Go ahead.
Right now, he's the best in the league, I would say. Even though LeBron's still the king of the NBA, but it's kind of hard not to say he's not.
Go ahead, Jake.
Viewers, if you haven't figured out by now, I ain't watched the playoffs on the NBA at all. That's why I really ain't saying shit. But one thing, don't focus in on me.
Thank you.
Zoom in. What do you say?
Zoom in on the bullshit.
No, but one thing I heard people talking about the playoffs this series that they here you go. This is the bullshit. That's the bullshit. That's the zoom out. Stop.
All right.
No, what I'm trying to say is though, one thing I've been hearing about the playoffs this year is a lot of people have been excited because there hasn't been the focus on like all the the superstars like Brian and KD and all those other guys, and like the newer guys are starting to come up and show improve and stuff like that. That's one thing I've been hearing a lot people say.
Yeah. There was a big wave for that this whole year. Most of it was because of the main guys did get hurt, but then from that you start to see like a lot of folks step up. Like we talked about Trae Young there. He was a breakout star.
He was.
Whole year.
He dropped some solid numbers.
Mitchell from the Jazz. He had a great year. D Book, wet like I'm Book.
For
the Suns. there was a lot of young folks trying to make their name.
Yeah. Even Seth Curry for the
Yeah, that's it.
76ers. Yeah.
Mm.
Steph Curry's brother. He balled out, man.
He did.
His performance was so underrated, man. He was dropping like high 30 balls. You feel me? 32, 35. I'm like, man, this guy's balling for real. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A lot of people ain't talk about Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum had a good year too.
Oh my goodness, he
Look,
did. And that's the thing. He didn't have I forgot who they played in the first round, but he didn't have did they play
Atlanta.
Milwaukee?
Didn't they play Atlanta? They
No,
played
did.
Atlanta, didn't they?
That first round, I think so.
No,
And no,
Who they played?
they
Who they
played
played?
the Trae Young played
Brooklyn. They played Brooklyn.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, he had a great series, but the thing with Boston was they didn't have Jaylen Brown the whole playoffs. So I kind of knew that was kind of a foregone conclusion, because in the NBA right now you need at least 2 stars to make some noise. So yeah, even with the regular season run that the Washington Wizards had, they made some noise. You know what I'm saying? So, but it all changed in the playoffs though.
Yeah, it does. It does change in the playoffs, man. And let's talk about staying in the moment, man. Locking in and having fun.
Yeah.
Do you think they were able to do it? What was the shift with this team, man? Because I just felt like once I got past Miami with them, I felt like they were locked in.
Yeah,
I mean, it just because they lose a couple games, they remain focused.
Yeah.
One
Go ahead, Dan.
One thing the Bucks constantly talked about this year was constantly saying, "Don't get too low, don't get too high," and they just stay the course for each game.
Yeah,
like that might have been one of these quotes too, but it was just they were just constantly talking about that because of the past 2 years of heartbreak, where people will build this wall and their best guy can't break through this wall.
Right.
It's like they can try as hard as they want to, but they can't break through there. So the fact that they did lock in that way, which is new, because most of the time, like a team wins a game, then like they're constantly talking about, let's stomp on their neck. Let's twist the knife in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But they had this new way of like really starting to lock in. You kind of saw it with those Nets games too. So the Nets Bucks series was the championship. I mean, with those two teams there, and it was just that's where they made the leap. Like once they figured out a way to just find a way and drag their way out of that last game with the Nets, which they could have lost if KD was an inch behind the line.
Yes.
But it was that was when they finally said, okay, we can really do this.
Right.
And that was just a great way of trying to go about and like trying to go about to win those games.
I agree. Yeah. And like you said, the ability to stay even keel, and that comes from Giannis and his mindset. He has that winner's mentality. Like through the adversity, he wants that pressure. He wants that adversity. And in our personal lives, as we going through these turmoils and these situations and these obstacles, our instinct is usually to run away from that adversity, run away from that pain, run away from that turmoil. But it's that pain, it's that adversity that you have to overcome that makes you a winner. Because if you don't overcome anything, you didn't. What's the prize to that if you didn't overcome, if you didn't climb the mountain? So his ability to stay focused, stay in the moment, and enjoy the good and the bad that comes with it all, that puts you a step ahead. Because the Suns, they won those first 2 games and they laxed up. You know what I'm saying? They just was like, hey, they too much celebrating after they made it to the finals. They had Western Conference championship like it was the championship. Like they had a parade for that boy. Like y'all should have been in the gym. Y'all riding down on the sunroofs in the parade of the Western just to get to the finals. I mean, hey, I know y'all haven't got there, but come on, you gotta stay locked in, and that's what the Bucks did.
Yeah, man. Plus on those last few points there too. Just trying to tie it in so we can toss it to Jake too. It's one quote that I just kind of came across this week was like you can't reach your best successes comes from your weaknesses. So it's
Yes.
like why are you trying to fight through those weaknesses? Which talked about the Bucks for most part. I mean, because of the wall and because of they can't shoot and just they got a bunch of weaknesses, but they fought through those weaknesses and like that's what led to success there too.
Yep.
So it's like constantly trying to fight what your weaknesses are and really like that's where the grind is, right?
It is.
Yeah, definitely, man. Trying to overcome adversity, but recognizing that you could be a true champion if you do so.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Jake.
I'm actually kind of experiencing that right now through my through my stand-up path. Right, you ain't got to zoom in.
I'm just trying to produce the show.
Hey, let the man do his job.
I don't like to zoom in. I don't like to zoom in. But I know you try to do your job. Appreciate it. I appreciate the alley-oop as well, Dan. Appreciate that. That's a basketball term.
Hold on, wait a minute. For all who don't know, I'm gonna put it out there. Dan's job is not on the line just because he's doing some close-ups. I love his close-up, and I don't care what Jake is on right now. Keep the close-ups coming. Except with Jake.
I see. Apparently that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, Tom. Anyway.
I just want to throw some controversy out there.
He had to build his man up. He had to build his man up for the team. That's a championship winning move right there.
Hey, yep.
All right, but please, Jay, make your point.
God damn. Okay. All I'm saying is I'm kind of experiencing the same thing as far as what y'all saying. Staying locked in. Don't be too high. Don't be too low. You know what I'm saying? On my stand-up path, I've throughout the pandemic, like I've been like writing a lot of jokes, writing stuff and everything. Soon as like things open up, been hitting mics every night, like 5-6 nights a week, and I see the growth. I see the growth in me. See me getting better. People are even telling me that you got better like after the pandemic. So people are even saying like and I'm not even trying to let that like get to me, because you know what I'm saying, because as soon as that happens,
don't get too high, don't get too low,
because it happens, because it happened maybe like last week, like I'll be like, oh man, I'm about to step up and kill this. Didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when you just own that, when you just like fuck it, whatever happens, just be present, it always works a lot better. It always does.
Yeah, man. That's a path that's a grind. Like the whole trying to doing that. That is a pure grind of just mic at the mic, trying to write, throwing away stuff, writing again, build it up. So yeah, that's one of those things.
And making it better, making the shit like
refining it. And that's the biggest thing, man, because that's what I've been learning myself in my life is the constant refining. You know what I'm saying? And it's never done. It's never enough. It's never enough tweaking that you could just have, because that's what separates the people that like, man, I'm good. Let me just go out. But if you constantly in the lab, constantly tweaking, constantly, trying to get better, trying to refine yourself and getting put through that fire, because they put gold through the fire to burn out the rest of the impurities, and that's all that's left is that pure gold. So you have to go through that fire. You have to go through that pressure like that diamond to make you who you are. You know what I'm saying? And another point I want to bring up is Giannis, as bad of a free throw shooter as they were saying he was throughout these playoffs, the last game he went 17 of 19 from the free throw line. So that level of focus, that level of keen detail to say, let me lock in this part of my game, make the adjustments.
That's so dope, man. That's so dope. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna kind of conclude our talk and head to the comments.
Yep.
And, we got any comments?
Yeah, we got the Facebook. Go ahead, Jake.
Oh yeah, I'd say Tom Schultz heavy in the comments as usual. Say, who is Trae Young? I'm gonna check out Wiki. I'm gonna check out Drew Holiday. Another Wiki. He'll say, who is I'm about to say Giannis like a motherfucker. Every time I see his name, I was about to say Giannis. He said, who is Giannis? I don't know his last name. Oh, wait, Giannis. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Thomas.
Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
It's all in the tongue. Antetokounmpo.
So you just sound it out. Just phonetic spelling the motherfucker, pretty much.
Look how it started. Antetokounmpo.
You gotta get your mind up with it. Like
Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
It look like a sneeze and shit. You know he's about to do it. Also, who else? Graham Leslie. Also in the comp, I will always cheer for a small market team and a star that re-up with them.
Yeah, he definitely signed that extension made him the largest paid player in largest NBA contract, I should say. That 5 years, like 5 years, 200 million he signed.
Yeah, plus that's not a risk because you get the security there, but that was a risk for him too. I mean, because he signed that last year. I mean, he signed that at the start of this year. Mm-hmm. They just fell apart the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. They gave their whole future away for Drew Holiday.
Right.
And they had Coach Bud who was about to be fired if they lost that series.
Man, he's about to get out of there.
And it looked like he was about to go. Like he could have went with the Mavs and joined Luka and like
it was so many places he could have went
and
made a championship team.
He made that risk and just said, "Okay, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to build this here." He did it the hard way.
Yep, with the team that drafted him. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, Graham Leslie's. I'm here for the Jake zoom ins.
Thank you, Graham. Team Graham.
I wasn't knocking you producing the show. I was just saying, Nick, I know, Nick, I'm not coming. I'm not good. When I get zoomed in, I never said this before. When I get zoomed in, I get nervous. I feel pressure. I'm like, oh shit, it's zoomed in. I gotta sound profound. Then I end up sounding stupid and shit. That's just me though. That's something I gotta work out. Though.
Hey, but what do we talk about?
Your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else though? When you say even kill, stay in the moment.
Stay in the moment, yeah.
Because you get out the moment when you think about that. You're like, oh, I gotta say something. And you just you gotta stay in the moment. Once that rock gets swung your way, you like, okay, I got this. I'll knock it down.
But that was not a knock on your producing. You do great producing. Man. That's it. I know. I just want to make show.
I just want to make show. Right.
I just want to make show.
I personally don't like the close-ups.
I think they make everybody feel something. At least,
I leave it for the superstars. Which are yours?
Hey, Dan been doing his quick since the show began.
No. Well, that plus is because I can't think about doing the Zoom and stuff while talking. It's hard to do it.
It makes sense, yeah. Sense. So you're like, let me click on it off, so I got.
It's hard to think about both.
Tom Shaw also said, "You say his name sounds like a sneeze, rude." Like, when Tone was saying it when he was like going like this and shit, it looked like he not his name,
right?
But Tom and
Tom ain't taking no disrespect. I know that's right.
I know, but shout out to them in the comments.
Wow.
Bars.
What up, Bobby? My man, Bobby. Hey,
what's up, baby? What's up?
Hey, you got the same name as Bobby Portis on the Bucks, man.
Don't you ever do that, man. This Bobby Bars, man. Bobby Bars and his beats, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm out here. You can see my backdrop. I'm in Milwaukee right now. What? This how we get down. Milwaukee right now. Bucks in 6. Start talking that shit. Milwaukee right now.
Oh, wow.
What's good?
Okay, I was kind of feeling that.
That's what I do. That's what I do, son.
You in Milwaukee right now?
I'm on location in Milwaukee, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a little problem though.
What happened?
I had a little major problem, man. I tried to give him this.
A little major problem?
It was a little major problem, man. I was at the Bucks Deer District.
Uh-huh.
I was down there doing shit.
65,000.
Yeah, they had a lot of
65,000 getting live in the crowd.
Yeah.
I tried to dive in the crowd. They wouldn't catch me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out of the atmosphere. They wasn't filling the bars that I was bucking. So I said, motherfuck it.
Wow. You got kicked out?
How do you get kicked out? Like, how did they find you?
You tried to crowd surf.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
The grind continues. You know what I'm saying?
You thought it was your own concert bar?
Yo, I give you the blueprint. The blueprint. Bucks and 6. I thought you knew this. Going down. Heavy hitter all around town. What? Milwaukee bound. I'm there right now. You don't even know. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Giannis, go. Whoa.
Wow. Hey,
Real talk, son.
You was running off some bars, Bobby. You might as well drop a mixtape.
Except that last part.
Yeah, drop like a bunch of mixtape.
Whoa, son.
Yeah, that last part was.
What you say to me? What you say? I thought we was cool, B.
No, we is cool. I just saying that last part, that whoopie coopie dope, whatever you said, man. I wasn't feeling that.
One.
We counting again.
Here we go.
Y'all know, man.
Hey,
when I ain't feeling it and it ain't feeling me, things happen uncontrollably. 2.
Whoa.
Wait.
We ain't even giving no
shit yet. We ain't do shit that time.
Took you to the crib, sat you down. We watched TV together. I gave you a round of water. It was the small glass, not the big cup. You looked at me and said, "What the fuck? We watching the game. That's what we doing. Bucks and 6. Thought you knew. Just be the shit. Bucks and 6. What? I'll let your boy. Bars.
Bobby, you know we had something good going here. Then you just start counting us down with the strikes. We didn't even do nothing. First of all,
really didn't do.
I ain't like what the homie was saying. His energy is way mad off. B. You know what I'm saying? I don't come to his house and throw his energy off. You know what I'm saying?
Got a point.
You are in our house and you are throwing our energy off.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I rock to the Bronx, Detroit. Now I'm in Milwaukee. They kicked me out of the Deer District, but I'm cool though. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
I was just saying that one little line, the whoopie doopie whatever you said, wasn't feeling that one. That's all I said. Everything else is fire.
Yeah, you might need to swap that bar out, man, because it was kind of whack.
A quick punch in.
Yeah, just punch in. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do.
Yeah,
just punch in.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go.
That's 3.
You good, Bars? Bobby, you straight?
Good.
Bam! Bars! Get him!
Okay.
We can't have violence on the show, man.
Nah, we can't. Like he was contemplating a homicide. Like,
you can't virtually beat somebody's ass on the show.
Because he definitely just socked him in his head when he did.
Yeah, I got a virtual black eye.
Yeah. I felt that for you, Jake.
It's like, all right, so how do you go to the Deer District and get kicked out when they had the whole city of Milwaukee?
The whole city is down there. You get kicked out. But he trying to crowd surf like it's his city or his concert. Like, you imagine?
Speaking of people doing stuff, thinking that it's their city or their team. Brandon Jennings was at the Bucks championship parade today, as if he won a championship this year.
Man,
Brandon Jennings hasn't played for the Bucks for
like 3-4 years. Yeah,
more than that. He played for the Pistons in those years. Like it's been like 10 years.
Oh, because he was in the Middleton trade.
He was, yeah.
He played like the first year with Giannis, first year or two, and got traded.
That was it. and he was in the parade like he was like he was on this year's team.
Like he got a grandfathered in ring.
For real. I'm like, all right. I mean, what did Ray Allen and Michael Redd should be in the ring? Wait, what is this?
Yeah, man. That's
Well,
funny.
what's going on?
Man,
Not much, man.
Not much at all. This dude, it was going so good.
It was.
You try to give somebody a constructive criticism of where they could have, just, because we talking championship pedigree. You got to get better. You got to improve.
Sharpen still, sharpen still.
Yeah, Bobby Barnes, man, he just whatever. He'll be all right.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving, man. What's going on? We got comments?
You don't even care about Bobby Barnes, man.
I don't even know who that is, bro. So
all right, fuck it, man. Let's keep going.
Nothing's popping in the YouTube, but Facebook still is cracking. I believe.
Yeah, you go ahead with the Facebook.
Just trying to get to it. Let's see. Graham says a little major problem.
Yeah, that's bars and that.
And but yeah, no new comments in that was the only new comment in the Facebook. Well, let me check that was our Facebook. We check the what.
All right, so I'm assuming we don't got nothing else.
No, that's it. All
right, so we gonna do this gym of the week, man. Let's get that cracking. Young Malachi, what's up with the gym of the week?
Yep, I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm excited too when I do. Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. You got starring LeBron James in that boy, man. It's a sequel to the 94 release of
96. Sorry,
96 release time of the original Space Jam starring Michael Jordan. So yeah, this is I'm hearing mixed reviews, but I always try not to go off reviews and just watch a movie with an open eye. And they're basically saying it's a children's movie. And so these grown people having these bad reviews about it, it's a kid's movie. So hey, I did see a clip from it. They had Porky the Pig and some buffs doing a freestyle. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and definitely check it out.
Yeah, some buffs. You serious?
They look like buffs. They're not actual buffs, you know what I'm saying? But they look like buffs. Yeah, so check this out. Nice family movie, nice family-oriented movie.
You just said Porky Pig had some buffs.
That's family-oriented? I mean.
I dig it.
I know Brian gonna be 100 times better actor than Mike was.
Oh. All right, this is not me just being a LeBron hater, but no, he will not. He will not be.
I'm just gonna say,
have you seen LeBron in movies?
Better than Mike. Have you seen Mike?
Better than Shaq. Shaq sucked too.
I have no comment.
Okay. Uh-huh.
On that note, man, I think tonight was a wonderful show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be getting to close it out. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, man, overall, it's about them winning the championship, but I think also, too, this show is about perseverance and trying to get through adversity. You start from the mud and you come out on top, man. That's what we talking about on the 66th episode. You know what I mean? Use their championship as a metaphor to be better, get better, stay better. You know what I mean? So you won't have to be better. Maybe I said that wrong. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. On that note, I'm gonna turn it to Dan. You got anything to say?
No, man. That's my main point there too. For the sake of Jake, steel sharp as steel. You be on your grind and constantly working towards your goals.
No doubt. Young Malachi, what it do?
Yep, bucket. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do. The obstacles that come before you. Like I said, I'm talking to myself as well. Keep going through the adversity, through the obstacles, keep improving, and get your own championship.
That's what's up. Jake, you got anything, Jake?
Yeah, just stay focused and stay on your grind, and you know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm trying to say something else more profound, but that's just it.
I got something else to say. I want to thank everybody that's been rocking with us for 66 episodes and counting. We still in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell everybody that you know. Mask off is popping, and we still doing this thing big, live and direct. Also, I want to give a shout out to my little sister in town, Chef Jay. That's Jamie. I don't know everything that she going by, but it's Chef Jay for what I know. But I know she's been doing the taco spin. She was in town for the week, and I just want to give a big shout out to her, man. Shout out to my daughter. I was gonna say my daughter. Damn, near I raised her too. But shout out to my younger sister, Chef Jay. Keep doing your thing. Keep striving. I'm giving a shameless plug. I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for me, man. You know who it is. It's Big Tone. It's Young Malachi. It's Big Jake. And it's El Presidente Dan. And we in this piece, man. Episode 66. Bucket. Holla at your boy. We out of here. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We out, y'all.
Getting buckets.